I have to give them. I have to give Microsoft credit. They've been doing really well in the last couple of years. I think they've been doing a service to gamers, like just in general, like Game Pass and like just expanding their offerings. And um, I think really trying to. I don't know. I think they've been really trying to put value into their service. You know what I mean? Like Game Pass is unbeatable, honestly. I think, and I don't know. They've been doing
I mean, they've been doing a crazy job with, like you said, Game Pass. And honestly, their messaging so far has been straight on. I don't think they've hid from anything. It's been straight up like, hey, you can buy it here, you can buy it there, you can buy it. Heck, if we can put it anywhere and for you to access it, we want to make sure you can access it. And it feels like it's for us as gamers to kind of take advantage and enjoy as a service,
yeah, and I
regardless
don't
of it
know.
being attached to Xbox.
Just the fact that like all their games are like all backwards compatible is like across the board. Like that's insane. Like that's so good. Imagine
If
being
we
able
could
to
play PS1 to
PS2, yeah, PS1
PS5,
and PS2
dude,
games on a PS5. Here's what's if you could play PS2 games on a PS5,
it'd be good.
then I
It'd be
would buy
amazing.
one. I would buy a PS5
And,
now
I mean, but
if
I
you
mean
could
that
do that.
that was one of the reasons that I got the PS3 that had the PS2 in it, because it was just
Yeah.
like, yo, this is I ended up playing a lot of my older collection that I hadn't played. I beat like maybe 5 or 10 games, at least 10 games on my PS3. And I gotta say that if Sony were to do something like that, that wouldn't be a PS Now type deal. That would have been amazing. But
Yeah,
that ship's long
I gotta
sailed.
agree. I mean, just okay. I mean, we're getting a little off topic, but
Right.
so the fact that like you backwards compatibility on Xbox is actually a thing, and like Game Pass is a really compelling service, and I think they're trying very hard um to get good games onto their platform, but also as a PC gamer, they're also putting them on PC. Like to me, that's like valuable. That's great. Like I really, really appreciate that. Like I don't own an Xbox, but like I do enjoy what they're doing. So
Right.
I want to know like whatever big ass news Microsoft is gonna like if they have any surprise for E3, if they're gonna be like a Oprah Winfrey thing, it's like and you got a Game Pass and you
You
got a
got,
game, you
yeah,
know what I
Game
mean?
Pass.
Yeah,
Everyone gets a free month of Game Pass. But I mean, like,
yeah,
how much of game? I mean, and we're not going to talk about Game Pass per se, but Game Pass, I feel, is born out of so much of what they've been doing during the previous generation, and then the fact that, hey, Xbox doesn't have a lot of exclusives, and we've seen them try to address that this generation. That's this whole Bethesda. I mean, it's Xbox and Bethesda because they own Bethesda
yeah. They
now.
bought
ZeniMax,
Bethesda, which is
they
like
bought
sure, whatever,
the
yeah,
whole
whatever. No,
catalog. But I mean, like that, they didn't just buy that studio. We've also got Ninja Theory. I'm looking forward to seeing the next bit of, and I think they have to show it. Senua.
oh, is that yeah, it's not out yet, right?
It's not out. It was the first game they actually showed, the
Yeah.
very first thing at the Game Awards. And so I was a huge fan of Senua, the first one for Hellblade. So I hope that they show that game. I know they're going to show a playable demo of that. And now that I'm like, oh, I own a PC, yo, snap, I can get it.
Yeah,
At
I
first, I
can
was
you can play it now. Yeah,
no, because like I was just like, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna be able to play that game. I really enjoyed the first one. So
yeah, because it was originally they
first,
announced it for Xbox and PC at first, right?
right,
Originally, but
right.
you didn't have a good PC at the time, so
No,
yeah,
I didn't. So
yeah,
that's awesome. I'm glad.
yeah.
And I don't know. That's the game I'm looking forward to most to. But I know some people are probably gonna say Halo. Uh,
Sure,
some
okay.
people
I
some
mean,
people
yeah,
want to
no,
see
hey,
what
sure,
happened
yeah,
to. But
hey,
what
that's a good.
happened to it? What happened to? What does it look like now after
It got.
what it looked
I
like
mean, I
before?
hell no idea. But here's what's up. I mean, if Microsoft like walks on stage or something and they're just like, surprise, we're adding Game Pass to Steam, then I'm like, oh, here we go. Like I'm fucking signing up like right now.
There
I'm
you
doing
go.
it right now.
Here we
Yeah.
go. Get that money. Get the money. I mean, that would be an amazing announcement. I mean, who do you think that they could partner with? Who do you think would? I mean, in
It has to
Nvidia
be
or something?
sorry, when if for Nvidia for what? For
I don't
Game
know.
Pass?
Just with something like that, bundling Game Pass with an Nvidia purchase or some sort of purchase outside of your Xbox
Uh
be kind of a thing.
Oh, like if you bought a GPU, you get a Game
Yeah,
Pass with it.
yeah.
Maybe. I don't know who makes sense. Who would make sense in
I
the
mean,
PC
Steam would
space?
be really good. Steam or
Yeah.
even Epic, one of those. I mean, Steam, honestly, I think would be the best
So
one.
here's what's
But
up. Here's how Game Pass works on PC is that if you subscribe on PC, you are limited to downloading games that are on Game Pass and are available in Microsoft's like Windows store.
right,
So
right,
you're not using Epic's Game Store, you're not using Origin, which is EA, and you're not using Steam, right? You're limited to Microsoft's store on Windows.
right.
Um, and I think last year it was that EA made it so if you subscribe to their service, like Origin, whatever it is, you can download the games, a select number of those games, if they're on Steam. So you don't need to use Origin. You can use Steam and subscribe to Origin's thing as long as the games are on Steam as well.
Right.
So that subscription service works on Steam. So if Microsoft did the same thing, if Microsoft made it so Game Pass games where you could download them on like as long as they were in the Steam library, that would be killer. Like that's insane.
That would actually be really killer and
Yeah.
very convenient for a lot of people. I
Yeah.
think that that would be a killer announcement, and it does kind of still put them in the way of, I think a lot of people for me, sorry, I don't know about a lot of people. A lot of people think that they might have the most to prove this E3 with these new acquisitions. I think they're working on 25 games or something. And of course, not 25.
Yep.
They're not going to show 25 exclusive games because some of those are just starting in development. But uh, would like to see something new, like just
Oh, like a
original,
brand new, game.
like a brand new. And I think that they've done that with some of their studios. Avowed. I don't think that's come out, so we'll see a bunch of stuff about. I think we'll see some gameplay from that.
Oh,
That's the Rare
okay.
game.
Here's the
And
question.
yeah,
Here's the big question. I think that's on everyone's mind. Are we going to
right.
see Elden Ring?
No. Who are we going to see Elden Ring with? Whose stage was it? Whose stage was it? It wasn't even on a stage.
It was Microsoft.
It was Microsoft before.
Yep.
You think
Yep.
so? You think it'll still be on Microsoft? Do you think that
Yeah.
game will be exclusive though?
Uh,
Like exclusive window at least.
yeah, I think so. I don't see why not. I
Is this
mean,
the
they
E3?
have.
Is this the E3? Is this it? Is this the
There's
golden
no
year?
way. They haven't announced it for any other platform, right?
Not that I've seen.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's PS4 as well. I'm sorry. It's PS4.
Okay.
Yeah.
This game
Yeah,
is
no.
this is one of those cross-gen games.
It's everything.
Both, it's everything
Yeah,
under the sun.
even PC as well. So
But still, like we've seen in the past that whoever has that game, and I don't know how it is now, but when we were, when we were in college or before that, whoever had that game on the stage first, oh snap, it must be an exclusive for them, or it carried a lot of clout for them. Call of Duty is a perfect example. Call of Duty
I agree. Yeah, I
for the
remember the days
360
like
generation
the
versus
early
the PS4 generation.
PS3, right?
Well, no, because PS4 Call of Duty swapped over to being like,
Oh,
hey, we're on
moved
PS4.
over. Yeah.
And so we
Yeah, I
saw
remember.
that kind of that change happen.
Right. Yeah. Early 2000s. Not early 2000s. Not that old. Sorry. Early 2010s rather.
Right.
It was like, oh, here's our new game, Call of Duty, whatever the hell it was, and it's like DLC first on Xbox or something like that, right?
Right.
And it definitely made it seem like if you are a Call of Duty player, you want to be on Microsoft platform because you get the DLC first, and there's more players there, and like if you're a fan of this game, it's got to be this platform, right?
Right.
And then 100% you're right. Like back when the PS4 hit their full stride, it switched full on switched where it's like exclusive on the PS4. Even with the
It's still now PS5.
yeah, even now,
it's still
Modern Warfare. Like I remember 2 years ago, so not Cold War, but yeah, Modern Warfare. There was the Spec Ops thing where it's like exclusive to PS4 for a full year, and like holy shit, that's a death sentence. Because like what that means, because Call of Duty is a yearly game, right?
It means the next year. That's I never thought of that. That's crazy.
If it's exclusive for a full year, by the time that exclusivity runs up, nobody cares anymore. They're gonna all move on to the next
Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Which
that's a death sentence. Like
that's a nail. Yeah.
So yeah.
That's a nail. And I think when it was on 360, it was like the first 3 months or 6 months. It wasn't the entire year, but Sony was like, yo, we got to wrap this up. And Elden Ring, if it's there, oh my goodness.
Okay, you think what are the chances of Elden Ring not showing up?
I don't think they can. I don't
They
think
have
that
to
they
show
they
it, right?
have
They
to
have
show
to
up this
show
year.
it.
They have to
They
show
have to
a
show it.
trailer. Okay, gameplay versus trailer. What do you think? Gameplay versus trailer on it
I,
though.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say gameplay trailer. I'm gonna say early vertical gameplay slice. Like here's a dungeon or something. Like here's a boss or something like that.
I'm gonna go with just a trailer. I'm not. I don't think
Really,
they're.
no gameplay.
I think they're gonna be still okay with their little bit of, hey guys, it's actually still here. We don't have any gameplay to share right now, but be sure to tune in on whatever Bandai Namco's day or some crap. I don't know. Not
Yeah,
maybe
no,
not
no,
even
no,
Bandai
no.
Namco's
That makes
conference.
sense. That makes sense.
Well,
That makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, it could even be at Bandai Namco's conference. I don't know.
That makes
Who
sense. Yeah.
knows?
I think you're right. I think Microsoft might have a trailer, like trailer 2 or whatever it is.
But then
And
but
then Bandai Namco has like a gameplay trailer, yeah.
but remember, you were also looking forward to Perfect Dark.
Oh,
Do we see
that's no,
Perfect Dark
no,
on
no.
stage? Is that
I don't think we're gonna see perfect.
we're not?
I think Perfect Dark's like 2022 at the earliest,
That was one of
honestly.
their like huge kind of things. I think at the well, it was for I think it was the Game Awards. I can't remember. It was a
Yeah, yeah, the
it
Game
might have
Awards
been
last year.
that there was
Yeah,
like,
there's
oh,
I don't
huge reveal.
that's years off, I think, honestly.
I don't know, man. So that's I guess that's about it with Bethesda. Well, Xbox Bethesda. I mean, there's a whole bunch of.
Hey,
So
do you
this
think
is
we're gonna
where
see how okay do you think we're gonna see the next
Skyrim,
Elders?
Elder
No,
Scrolls.
they already announced it. They said they're working on it,
Yeah,
but like are we gonna see anything? Or are we gonna see like Skyrim ported to like another
another.
another console?
See, my issue with Bethesda is that well, Microsoft's
They
whole suite
announced
is that
they announced a,
there's so many games that are so simple. Well, so Obsidian is working on what was going to be looking like pretty much an Elder Scrolls like game, which is now joined by Bethesda's Elder Scrolls game.
honestly, dude,
So I mean,
if
I
they
think we'll
announce
see that
Skyrim for the
instead of Skyrim or
PS5,
something.
I'm gonna be like, fuck you. Like if they announce Skyrim for PS5, I'm like, oh god damn it.
But
Like
But Elder Scrolls 6, I think no, you know what? I think they closed the show on this no, they can't. Fable remake, whatever that is. Do you think like I kind of I don't want to say they're going to close the show on Fable cuz that's kind of that's weak. That's weak. That's weak. I think you go
no, I honestly I really I
Elder Scrolls
think
6 teaser like actual trailer
when did they
and
announce
then
that?
Fable whatever is got lots of gameplay. It's coming out. You've got Senua. I think that would be, fine for them to kind of close out on. I don't think anyone's asking for much more. We'll see Avowed. We'll see probably Obsidian's game, and yeah, I think that's. And there's also another game that Bethesda is working on that one of their studios is I think it's like the is it Star not StarCraft. What is it called? It's like a space game. It's a space type game
So for what? What company?
for Bethesda.
A space game?
Yeah, it's like a space. It's what the Elder Scrolls team is actually working on, or one of those teams within them.
I don't know. I
I cannot
actually
remember
don't
what it's
know.
called.
I really don't. I don't really pay attention to Elder Scrolls, man.
Oh man. Well, y'all can fact check us at least if we got one of those things right. If the Elden Ring pops up, or if they end the show on, I don't know, just if Fable 2, not 2, Fable remake, I don't know what they're calling it, is actually going to be something they end the show on. But I think they have a solid. Honestly, I'm looking forward to Microsoft's games presentation because there's a lot of stuff we don't know about. There's a lot of stuff they're working on, and
Shit. Also, you know what? I think we're gonna see Ghostwire Tokyo.
that's on. Yeah, it's gonna be on. I guess we can. I don't have any. I don't know when Sony's doing their conference, their non E3 conference, but that's
Oh,
a PS4, PS5, PS4 exclusive, if I remember,
uh, t-
for X amount of time, right? X
yeah,
time,
you're
X time,
right. It's God, there's a window, but apparently it's PS5 and Windows at the same time, and then Xbox.
and then Xbox. So I guess we can.
So
Like, are you actually excited about Ghostwire Tokyo?
I mean, as a player of that game, no, I'm not excited, but I am excited about like what it means for the industry. Like, I think it'll be exciting for a lot of people, and I think a lot
Mm,
of people are looking forward to playing it, right? And it's got some good people behind it.
it
No,
does. It does.
yeah,
It's got some good people behind it, and maybe it'll be good. I think it took a lot of people by surprise the kind of first person camera
yeah.
that's there. No one was expecting that, but we'll see how it goes. And I think you're right. That game does need to show up. And is that Bethesda as well? Like ZeniMax?
It's
Is that
published by
published by?
Bethesda,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
So,
developed by Tango Gameworks,
but
which is
okay, which
yeah,
is
Japanese.
uh
Yep.
crap. I'm blanking on homie's name.
Shouldn't even call me.
There we go. Mr.
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
He like left Capcom and he was like, I do my thing
Well,
now. And
I'm
then
out, man.
yeah.
Bye. And then so Ubisoft, I know